Well, I got a new controller. I'm going to be taking this controller back once I get the one that I actually want. But I finally did go ahead and went on a bit of an adventure with my girlfriend yesterday. We wanted to go to the pool, but Mother Nature decided that wasn't going to be an option. So we were trying to figure out, like, well, what are we going to do? Because we can't go to the pool because it's fucking raining and like gross outside. So that doesn't seem... Huh? Weird. That's actually... Okay. Now if I turn that off... Right. If I turn that off... Okay, well, that's what I was worried about, but okay. Whatever. Don't really need it right now. But I probably will... Whoop. 1 second, please. I don't like that Nintendo... Why? Of all the things... No. I'm not trying to delete all of them. Although, I mean, I haven't really used the... Yes, one file will be deleted. Thank you. Okay. Okay, analog stick. I just realized... Oh, okay, they did use the analog button. They didn't use the other analog stick for anything. That's really weird. Like, you could have used it for the whole aiming thing. So like you wouldn't have to like stand in place if you wanted to aim. You could like, if you started using like the analog stick to aim, it could show the like the little light. That's weird. Weird decision. Let's go ahead and... Alright. That is not what I was seeing. I tried this out yesterday and it wasn't doing... What? Oh, okay. For a second I thought I was saying is... 1 second, I'll be right back. That's probably closer to 2 seconds. Okay, alright. Let's... I had this all set up yesterday and I tested it and I was like, okay, this looks like this is good. And now here I am and it's like... We're gonna work differently. I'm gonna mute the mic because this is probably gonna be loud. Okay. So... I spent money on this controller and it's behaving in a way that doesn't really make sense. That's weird. It's like, hey, this is for a Switch controller. I really don't understand why we are like this. Holy crap, man. The text on the... Like, I know I'm old already. Like, Hello. Don't mind me, I'm just reading something really quick. Wireless mode, wired mode, yeah, fuck off. Okay, here we are. Jesus Christ. Like, I know that I'm old, but... Changing the speed. Here's what I was looking for. All right. So this text is like the size of, this is like an instruction manual. Like, I believe I'm actually about to say this is an instruction manual for ants. Basically is what I'm looking for. All right. So that can now, whoop. That's nice of you. I don't do follow for follow. If you ask for that, I am going to ban you. Oh. Okay, now see, now I can actually read this. I mean, yeah, if I'll definitely take a look, but don't come in here asking me to follow you. That's just something I don't like. I'm here to play games and kind of relax and chill out and hang out with people who enjoy whatever I'm doing. But I don't appreciate people coming here asking me to do them favors. I'm 100% not okay with that. Oh, press once. Okay. Phone stop. Okay. We almost got this figured out. Jeez. Forgot I was at a pool recently. Okay, press and hold. Okay. That's what happened. That makes sense. We'll go and we'll do this. Do that a whole bunch, okay, and then that's what I was looking for. Okay, I think that is the fastest it can go. Okay. And then we do that. And then we do that again. Okay, that's what I was kind of hoping. Okay. I got it now. Okay, good. We're set. Set to go fight Ravenbeak, I guess. Get my ass fucking handed to me. Whoopsie doodle. I just left my phone unplugged. Completely. Don't worry. There we go. All right. Oof. Ah, motherfucker, man. The only downside to this controller is when it vibrates, there's no intensity setting to it. All right. Well, we need to warm up on this asshole, so I actually do feel like I'm stiff. All right. And yeah. Okay. All right. Skip this and really liking those. Yeah, well, that was kind of a I really don't like that combination of moves. That feels like a you're just fucked situation, especially in like on Dread difficulty, where you know here's this thing, you cannot touch this, and I don't. Well, I'm gonna try something new now. That way, actually, I don't have to murder my hands to get, to fire quickly. Okay, yeah, no, it seems like power bombs are the way to deal with that. Unless maybe the whatchamacallit, what's it called again? Storm missiles? Yeah, there we go. I wanted to say seeker missiles, but that's Metroid Prime 2. This is probably gonna take us a little bit. Especially if I do shit like that and just not pay attention. I'm just like, I'm just hold down the shoot button. I was actually watching, I watched a video on Oats and Ghosts talking about his takes on Metroid Dread's speedrun community allowing turbo controllers. He was all for it after the cap was added, but like at first all they did was like they allowed uncapped turbo, and as somebody who's kind of, you know, like, you don't have to be a smart person to kind of tell where that would go, the direction that would take. God, that was so fast. Yeah, that was... So yeah, it seems like the only way to deal with his little black hole bitch move is to drop a power bomb. I don't like that because you only have 15, and he really seems to like that ability, so it seems like if he just wants to do nothing but that, he would win every single time. I'm really glad the AI doesn't actually... There's a sticker on this. Ah, I guess that's a quality assurance sticker. Uh-huh. Motherfucker, I pressed the wrong button. I know, right? Also, the first time chatting on my channel, welcome Off-World Devil. I know you've been here a little bit before. I think you... Yeah, I got your follow notification up there. But yeah, that happens a lot. That's actually the least common one, but that's probably just a bot that's like trying to sell shitty art on Twitter. And get that. Okay, let's... Yeah, the most common one is, well, that's the problem, is they're like, you know, they don't know... What was that? Severe traffic alert, thank you. I'm not going anywhere. I don't need to know about severe traffic alerts in Montgomery County. I think I'm alright. Yeah, they are. There's also the art scam bots. Those ones are hilarious because they'll follow you. And then they'll be like, hey, do you want to look at my art? After they try and, like, they act like they're a person, and then they're like, hey, look at my art. And it's like, well, good luck unfollowing somebody that, well, I don't know how, you can tell I don't get banned from chats a lot on Twitch because I don't know what happens when you get banned at this point. Okay, whoop. Alright, and go. I guess that's the phase transition there. Alright, shit. Fucking, I really don't like that attack. I really do wish that, like, it would just, it's yeah. Last stream, I think it was, I had best people selling view bots as well. That was a lot of fun. I always do, like, I would love a conversation with people who design these things. Like, why, you know, why do you design them to only target certain, you know, streamers? It's almost like you think that all small streamers are desperate for attention and followers, and it's like, you know, not really. Although I did see somebody who was quite sure of themselves being the next big thing on Twitch, only to then get immediately banned from that subreddit. Oh yeah, just their only message. Let's see if we can. We go. What the fuck are you? Oh, you want? No! Oh, fuck me, man. I thought there was a second counter. Oh, fucker, man. Can't see anything because, like, the only realistic way to get rid of that thing in a reasonable amount of time is to drop a power bomb. That makes the whole screen go white, and then you can't see him do his little attack that takes up everything except for that little cone around him. It's kind of annoying. That's the one combination that I'm not confident in actually dodging, but in the rest of this, here we go. Jesus, dude. Well, this is dread mode. This isn't hard mode. There is motherfucker. This isn't a there's hard mode and then there's dread mode. But yeah, I get what you're saying. This mode is my biggest piece of advice is save, especially if you want to do like all items or something like that. Save every time you get to a room that lets you save. Absolutely save. And I would even say go out of your way to save, because later in the game they are not generous with checkpoints at all. Fuck. Ooh, that was close. Duck! This controller is actually kind of slow on the turbo. I don't know if there's fewer checkpoints. It's just I don't die a whole lot in the other modes, I guess. It's probably I'm not trying to, like, you know, be like, oh, I'm so good I never die. It's like there's just... Alright, you want to... There we go. But you will die more frequently, so you'll feel those checkpoints not being there. Nice. There we go. I wasn't paying attention. I was just trying to, yeah, no attack is unavoidable. That is that's what this is all about. So I don't know if it's fewer checkpoints, but once you get to like item cleanup, for example. So most people will save item cleanup to the end of the... Ooh, nope. Thought he was doing something. That's what I thought he was getting ready to do. Jesus, dude. Like, I get it. You have a boner for whatever the fuck that... What the fuck that is. But yeah, it's just like the game doesn't save if you get like items and stuff like that. Oh my god. I would absolutely have no patience. That would be a deal breaker for me. I anticipated the end of, yeah, older Metroid games would not, this type of difficulty in older Metroid games would be completely unplayable. Especially like Super Metroid, for example. If you know a lot about like Super Metroid speedruns and stuff like that, there's a lot of movement tech behind like damage boosting. If you, I think it's like you have to press like it's like 1 or 2 buttons, like the moment you take damage, like the exact frame you, oh god, I thought I was close enough, the exact frame or something like that that you take damage, and it'll actually launch Samus across the room. There's a lot of stuff like that. Then there's getting to Mother Brain. Well, Mother Brain as a whole, there literally are unavoidable attacks there. The Hyper Beam, for example. And so it's like, you know, what then do you, like, does that count as damage? Like in this game, yeah, you can technically quote unquote take damage. It's just the Phantom Cloak is you dude is really excited to fucking loser. Front 2 was similarly brutal with bosses. Oh god, we want to talk about Spider Guardian. That we want to bond over our trauma with the Spider Ball boss. Was it Spider Guardian or whatever it was? What was I doing? Why did, oh man, Boost? Oh no, it was the Boost Guardian. That was the one. But yeah, Spider was it was either Boost or Spider. One of them was incredibly cursed because it was like a 5 minutes away from like a fucking save station. Not to mention the boss was just incredibly tedious, aggravating, and if you didn't really figure out the puzzle fast enough, you would absolutely die. Alright. I think Spider is the most popular offender. I say popular, but most infamous offender, maybe? Go. God, all right, here we go. Ooh, man, 2 in a row. Oh my god, she didn't fucking... No, man! I pressed it 2 times, not 1. Oh, I was doing so good too. I was like fully focused and everything. God, that phase takes forever though. Feels like phase 1 and 2 should just be a single phase. Because those go by relatively quickly, and then there's that third phase. It's like taking... I bounced off of Ravenbeak and then took a hit. That was weird. Okay. Accept. Man. God. That's like the hardest part. Is, well, that one doesn't hurt as much. And what was that other buzz? Jesus Christ. Okay, these notifications are piling up pretty quick. Alright, I don't care about your traffic alerts. I'm not going anywhere. I got video games I gotta play. Come on. Alright, there we go. What are you doing? Oh, you're doing your little fucking black hole. Alright, well. He likes his little black ball. Motherfucker, man. Really, don't follow. Please don't follow up with that attack. You can't see shit. You can't see a goddamn thing when he does that attack, man. That's... man. Normal mode, I just be like, yeah, whatever. I'll screw attack into it or something. Well, there's another idea. Let's see if we can just... Nope. Yeah, that's a very good point. Samus is, like, incredibly tall. And the fact that Ravenbeak is, like, towers over her, I would imagine he's probably somewhere around, like, 7 feet tall or something like that. Like, the height difference is obvious. Especially, like, even in cutscenes when they have, like, an angled camera and shit like that. I love when a boss, like, he just starts off, he's like, I'm just gonna bitch slap you and you're gonna go right back to the checkpoint. It's like, yep, that sounds about right. Give somebody with ADHD a platform and a controller and see how they play video games. That you fool me once. That's weird. Mm-hmm. 13 feet. You know, now that I'm looking at it, I would... Oh, what a bitch! She didn't jump again. Oh no, I pressed B at the wrong time. So my space jump didn't activate. I really wish that it was just, like, if you're gonna give us space jump, give us space jump where we can, like, jump around, and the whole rhythmically tapping the button. I don't know how I feel about that. Said, fool me once, asshole. I know how to dodge your attacks. It's just being able to read them in time. There we go. fuck is he doing? Okay, and... Xenomorph Queen. I don't know, man. Although, yeah, I guess Xenomorph Queen kind of pretty chunky, chunky xenomorph. All right, there we go. Oh, God. Oh, man. Motherfucker, dude. Stop sliding, Samus. When I'm pressing that button, I want you to fucking morph, not slide. And that is my fault. I am holding down on the forward button. So, like, I'm not gonna try and say it's the game's fault, but it's like, please read my mind, video game. And that would be horrible. We get the day we get software that can read our fucking mind. Oh, God. That one was, again, my fault. I did tilt forward on the analog stick because as I jumped. I need to jump and then flash shift across, not jump towards him. The only reason I didn't jump over him like I normally do is because I kind of jumped towards him, not upwards. This is going to be an ongoing... Whoop! Fool me once. This guy is really good at psychological warfare. He will mix up his attacks in a way that you think he's getting ready to do one thing, and then you go and you try, you predict, you don't react to, but you predict the attack. And that's when he's like, nah, just kidding. I'm gonna do this instead. Fun. Okay. Good, fool me once, asshole. Oh, God. I'm trying to anticipate attacks, and I need to stop doing that. I need to read his telegraphs, not try and anticipate. Like I'm trying to, as a programmer slash web developer slash coder, whatever you want to call it. I look for patterns and I react to patterns. I don't react to signs. Used to reading patterns, not signs. The fuck, dude? You want to fucking chill out with that? Motherfucker, I should have parried him. I need to start parrying when he does that attack. It's risky, but if I recall, it puts him into a certain type of stun anime, a very specific type of stun animation. Like most bosses, if you successfully parry them, they're like, okay. Phase 1 isn't too bad. It's phase 2 that's phase 2 and 3 that are giving me all the shit. And it's not even because I'm doing anything wrong, it's just... I parried that. You wanna fucking try that again? Hello? Keep in mind, I'm not mad at the game, I am mad at myself. I won't even say that I'm mad at myself, I'm more disappointed in myself. Alright, let's see here. What am I doing? Well, I mean, it's a computer program, and it's kind of hard for me to get mad at software. But that is the villain in this scenario. Although, I would say my brain, my brain, probably the true villain here. Please, okay. God. Yep. That's what I was trying to do. All right. He's mad. I want that attack that he has. I guess I kind of do have it, but... You're getting dangerously close to that wall there, buddy. That was close. I would like it if you stopped doing that attack. Jesus Christ, man. This is a time where a moderator would be very, very helpful. Quick, somebody call up Mega Mac. He's the only moderator I got right now. He'll probably be found in Lobos' channel if Lobos is streaming right now. Alright, while that cutscene plays, bye bot. Motherfucker! God! Oh, man. Time to break out the paper towels. It's a good, I guess it's a good sign that my palms are getting so sweaty, but this doesn't happen in the winter, which is why I favor fall and winter over spring and summer. When I play video games in the fall and in the winter, I'm not sitting here having to wipe down my hand with a fucking paper towel because they're getting all sweaty from gaming my balls off. It's just, it just doesn't happen. But then summer rolls around, it's like, hey, you know how it's so hot outside that we can you could fry an egg on the hood of your car? I mean, we're kind of already at that point though. That's basically what's going on right now. It's just the people that are programming them to do all these things are programming to do shitty things. Whereas my interest in AI when I was in college was purely about like natural language processing and how that can be used to assist people. And I was interested in that side of AI. Not making it a fully conscious computer. I didn't want to do that. No, I wanted, you know, how can we use... Nice. Ah, I fucking stood up. Man. Now, this isn't too different from fucking like Elden Ring and shit like that. Now that I think about it. Oh, you mean more convincingly and carry on a real conversation with you? I'd prefer, Devil, I'd personally prefer that they don't do that. Because the way I would respond to that type of shit is in a very not polite way. Wow. See, the problem though with also like, you know, pulling that off is then you have, you know, people will start doing that to like promote their streams and other people's streams. Is they'll get this like convincing bot and be like, hey man, I was watching this other person the other day. I was wondering if you ever heard of them. It's like, that's when it gets a little bit. Okay. Ah, Jesus Christ, man, with the fucking... That's what AI will turn into, nice chillin' spins. I certainly hope not. Like, I would like... I found things like ChatGPT to be like helpful. Like recently at work, I was asked to, you know, hopefully none of my coworkers are in here. I think only one of them follows my stream though, but so... The fuck was that? He like kind of like floated around doing nothing. Like bounced off of his foot or something. But like so I was asked to do a write-up on like, you know, how to access or how to view an application ID in Azure Active Directory. I was asked to create instructions for that. So I got that done today. Along with, the only thing I want to do though is like, before I deliver those instructions, I want to, I guess, verify as far as I can whether or not those instructions are correct. An eventual Twitch streamer problem. Shit, my moderators. That would, I mean, that feels like the kind of like dystopian reality we are screaming towards, just in general. Like some shit you'd see on like live stream fails or something like that. Somebody finally discovers that, oh shit, I moderated a... I disagree with that. I pressed the jump button. Basically, the internet version of Aliens Twist, where they're oh yeah, they outed that pretty. Alien or Aliens? Because they outed it pretty early on in Aliens that Bishop was an android, but in Alien that one, oh the first one is a lot more, yeah. That one actually, like that was one of those scenes that like. One of the few scenes in that movie that genuinely like terrified me, not because scary monster, but like what he was doing, basically, like trying, like, I wouldn't say I know how that feels, but trying to be suffocated with anything. Not that, like, he was just like shoving a magazine in her fucking mouth. Alright, now I'm focusing in. Woof. Yes, okay. Just visibly twitching and making... Yeah, there was, I forgot who it was. There was some YouTube channel that, like, they do a lot of, like, breakdowns of, like, you know, pop culture movies, like, you know, The Dark Knight, and, you know, there was a while where they were, you know, when Marvel was... You know, king shit, and they kind of still do suck the Marvel dick, but kind of wish they didn't. Fuck, man. I didn't read that attack correctly. I thought he was getting ready to charge up his rapid fire attack, and so I started running towards him so I could start doing loops around him, and instead he immediately fires off that charge beam pretty quickly. But yeah, weird is body horror is what will get to me more than like psychological horror. With one exception. The first Silent Hill game scared the ever-living piss out of me. It was so bad that like that came out when I was in high school. I remember my parents went out or something like that. And I was playing that game. I had to turn all the lights on. But like with horror movies, on the other hand, what gets to me is body horror, like The Thing, for example. If you haven't seen The Thing, big recommend on that. It's really fucking fantastic. And the effects, I mean, hell, I'd say most of the effects are still... I think I pressed down on the analog stick as I pressed the counter button. I don't know if that... Does that mess with it? Yeah, I guess it can. Okay. Man, that sucks. Yeah, Silent Hill 1 is absolutely terrifying. I would say even like Silent Hill 2 was also pretty creepy, but it didn't have the same effect for me because I already kind of knew all the tricks that they were using. And so like once, yeah, it's like one of those things where it's like you either like it's a one and done type of trick with like the radio and, you know, not knowing what's stalking you, what's making the radio go off. That's what would scare me. And not to mention like the other world, the quote unquote music or the ambiance that they had for that was just, yeah. It was that was more focusing on like, yeah, Silent Hill 2 was definitely and I'm kind of disappointed in what they've done with the Silent Hill 2 whatchamacallit remake. From what I've seen, the Silent Hill 2 remake genuinely looks like shit. And I don't know why they decided that, yes, we're gonna make this look as bad as humanly possible. Ooh. Well, that's the first time I've tried to, I guess, Goomba Stomp Ravenbeak. Alright, we're gonna have to take a break after this one. Quick bathroom break, potty break. Opportunity to run a few ads. Just to get those, keep those pre-rolls from turning on, but... Wait, that... Is that Blue Point that's doing the remake? Because Blue Point, you know, they did the... I would say they do usually pretty good work. Like with the Demon's Souls remake, it was... Man. Or is that the actual dev studio name, Bloober? I've never heard of Bloober. Oh, Bloober team who did Layers of Fear and some other. I wish I was more familiar with like some of the, like when it comes to like horror games, there's not a lot that I really get into. It's mostly like the kind of standard stuff like Silent Hill and Resident Evil, for example. But Resident Evil, I think, is jumped the shark, and they're overdue for a reboot of that entire franchise. And that's what I was hoping that Resident Evil 7 was going to be. But they were just calling it like Resident Evil for like, it's like, you know, when they're talking about like the Baker family and stuff like that, it's like, oh yeah, that's the, you know, wasn't that like a family from like the original Resident Evil? So I thought they were rebooting. And then Chris Redfield pops up out of nowhere and like, nope, it's the same Chris Redfield. All that fucking like bullshit and drama from all the other games is still a real reality. And I think like Resident Evil, Silent Hill 2 could probably use a good reboot as well. I would love to see like a proper remake of Silent Hill 1, not that Shattered Memory stuff. Oh, fuck. Alright. Well, we're going to take a short break here. I'm going to go stretch my legs a little bit.